Mission King of the Baggers coverage is sponsored by Mission Foods, the world's leading brand for tortillas and wraps. By Drag Specialties, an industry-leading distributor of aftermarket parts and accessories for Harley-Davidson and custom V-twin motorcycles. And by Dunlop, the official tire of the Moto America Championship Series.
Cause of the red flag and race stoppage has been determined as we take a look at Patricia Fernandez and her crash, but you can see Kyle Wyman out there. So there goes Patricia Fernandez, big crash. You can see Kyle looking back. And so the bike is laying there, but unfortunately for Kyle Wyman, he's been disqualified from the race. And here's a look at the rule. Rider or team whose motorcycle spills oil on the track causing the interruption may be penalized by one of the following. So it has been determined that disqualification for Kyle Wyman because he was riding around there putting fluids on the racetrack. So unfortunately for your number 1 plate, a disqualification. That means no points for this one. And Jay, that's a big implications for the championship.
Yeah, now it's going to be for the Harley team. The onus is going to be on Travis Wyman. They're looking at something. A lot of the riders are pointing at something on somebody's bike, I think. So they're having a look at some stuff.
Bobby Fong, who was our early contender, he's got to start from the back of the grid, I believe, because he got out late.
Did miss the siding lap. And then Michael Barnes, who we saw push his bike to the side, he let's see. I'm just trying to see what they're looking at. But Michael Barnes, whose bike got pushed to the side earlier, he is making the restart. So it worked out okay for him. They're looking at something on Taylor Knapp's bike, it seems.
Yeah, maybe some other riders indicating that maybe they saw something, either dripping or smoke or something. But it looks like the coast is clear, and we're getting ready to go racing again in Mission King of the Baggers. 5 laps now for this one. Green flag flies, and you'll see middle part of your screen. All indication that we are good to go racing. 5-lap sprint race for 25 points maximum. When these lights go off, we're ripping. Revs are up, and we are away. And look at Jeremy McWilliams on the 99 trying to go up the inside early.
Yep, we got a problem with somebody at the back there. The number 55 didn't get his bike going. Eric Stahl, so he's going to be out. But I'm looking for Bobby Fong right now. Bobby Fong in the white helmet on the outside of turn 2 at the moment, trying to go around a bunch of people. Looks like I think it's Travis Wyman. Then McWilliams. We got a bike smoking, people with their arms up.
Yeah.
So obviously there's a problem. I don't know if Danny's got the problem, but yeah, Danny Essex got a problem, Greg, because he's got his arms up.
And it does look like Taylor Knapp.
Taylor Knapp's bike is smoking. That's what everybody was pointing at. He almost just crashed. Taylor Knapp almost just tipped off, Greg, and I don't think he knows that he's got a problem.
No, and it looks like it might be the right side of the motorcycle as well.
Yeah, oh yeah, you can see it smoking, and this is the worst case scenario for the riders behind him. They don't like seeing this at all, and for Taylor, he doesn't know that this bike is smoking. And you know, all those riders, when they were coming to the grid, you know, riders like that, Greg, they're just trying to get the attention of the officials to let them know, hey, there is a problem with that motorcycle. You can see there's the black with the orange flag on it, and it's going to have Taylor Knapp's number on it. He's probably going to think it's for a jump start. He's not going to maybe think that it's for a problem with his motorcycle. So he might see a black flag displayed to him at pit lane or start-finish line. Look at all the smoke from that motorcycle right now.
Taylor Knapp has got to get that motorcycle off the course, as now he sees those flags flying.
And now he's got to pull off the course and get all the way over to the right here like he's going to do. Taylor's been around a while. He's going to know what to do in that case. So I'm glad that we didn't see any issues or problems with him. But you're going to look now, Greg. Let's get focused on what's going on here. Right now, Tyler O'Hare's got a 1-point lead over Travis Wyman in second. Indian versus Harley Davidson. And Bobby Fong's got himself to third. Let's get down to Hannah.
You guys, as Taylor Knapp came by, whatever problem he's having, you could literally smell it as he came by me on pit lane. So big disappointment for him, I'm sure. I wanted to update you on the weather. You notice it's a little bit cloudier out here. Temperatures have dropped significantly. The wind is picking up, and I'm feeling a little sprinkle here and there. So the question is, will the weather hold off until the end of this race?
Well, I mean, it is Minnesota, and there's 4 laps to go. So anything can happen almost really, Jason, in any corner at this racetrack. It could be sprinkling in one corner and not on the other side of the racetrack. So It can be a little sketch on these slick tires.
And you are so right, Greg, because I've actually been here when it's like that. When they've got down into this section before, it could be raining. By the time they get over to turn 1 and 2, it could be dry. So got to be cognizant of that. Look how fast Bobby Fong is going right now. He's been able to come from the back row, get through everybody, and he's red in our sector times as far as first and second splits. You see Taylor Knapp pulling off the track there on his Vance and Hines Harley. Keep in mind too, James Rispoli was injured earlier this weekend, so he is missing as well. But at the front, Greg, we got a battle of 3 people at the front with Jeremy McWilliams just back there in 4th.
I talked to Bobby Fong about the Roland Sands Design Indian Challenger and asked him, as he almost made a bid for 2nd spot, about the performance of the motorcycle and engine, and he said, you know what, we haven't gone full factory power, but they definitely gave me a little something this weekend to get me closer in terms of the power. But it's Bobby's riding right now, just the talent showing and how comfortable he is on the Roland Sands designed Indian.
You got to keep
the corner speed.
Yeah, you got to keep in mind, Bobby's been riding the Superbikes the last couple years, and Travis Wyman's been riding the Stock 1000. The guy who doesn't ride any other classes but this one in Hooligans is Tyler O'Hara. So the only laps that Tyler's been able to see all weekend has been on the bagger. So for him to be able to come right out and race against 2 guys that are winning nationals on other bikes shows the talent that Tyler O'Hara has. But man, this is going to get good because Bobby Fong's up to 2nd now. Travis Wyman has got pushed back, and here's a big move for Bobby Fong as he goes up underneath Tyler O'Hara. It takes the lead away.
Boy, remnants of that.
And Travis
race
takes
earlier.
advantage. Look at the wet. Look at the rain on this on the lens there of our cameras, Greg. So that sprinkle is there right now, isn't it?
Yeah, and it definitely can happen here after the red flag conditions pushed us back a couple of hours. And boy, things have definitely changed. There's a replay of Bobby Fong taking the lead.
He's going to fire it up underneath Tyler O'Hara. And look at the bag. He has to actually stand the bike upright just a little bit because Bobby Fong's bag is coming through there. So now it's a matter of, can Travis Wyman go with Bobby Fong? Oh, Jeremy McWilliams is down.
Our 4th in championship, so McWilliams, bagger open and down. Back up to the front, Bobby Fong continues to lead the way, the number 50, and then number 10 is Travis Wyman. Without his teammate in this race, red flag disqualification. Wyman trying to reel him in as he has a look over his shoulder, and he sees nothing but Tyler O'Hara.
Yeah, the speed of that Indian is pretty good as they come out of turn 1, and that's really the battle for the championship, isn't it, between those 2 right now. So Travis Wyman's got to do everything he can to keep going and try to stay ahead of O'Hara. Keep his vision focused forward at Bobby Fong. Hannah?
Talking to Travis Wyman this morning, he said, you know, they made a change to the gearing today. The bike is really strong in the S's, especially fast through Sector 2 and Sector 4. Right now, what it's going to come down to for Travis is just using that racecraft. He's got so many years of experience, and he's got a lot of laps around this track this weekend from doing both Superbike and Stock 1000 as well.
The thing I'm noticing too, Greg, is how tight the Harley can hold a corner. I mean, there's advantages to both these machines. The Indian looks like it's got some top speed, obviously, when they go through turn 1 over to turn 2. And the Harley looks just a little bit more nimble. It's able to carve a corner a little bit tighter than the Indian right now. And you really see that over in the turn 4, 5, 6 area. There, it would look like Travis was a little bit wide. We got a red flag, I think.
Red flag is out because of rain falling on the racetrack. So there's the red flag. And we were looking at 2 laps to go in this race.
This morning, I'll say this, that the very first session out this morning was the king of the baggers, and only 1 guy went out in the rain and actually got to test the track, and that was Jeremy McWilliams, and he's out now. So came a little bit late for Jeremy.
All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll get this red flag sorted out for you.
Now you have a look there at the 99 of Jeremy McWilliams. The thing that caught my eye is as those top 3 came by the start-finish stand, Roger, and Tyler O'Hara sitting in that 3rd spot right now, I could have sworn I saw him gesturing going, no, let's race, let's go, this is not that bad. I don't know if that's what the gesturing was, but you can see the raindrops on some of the camera shots, and Hannah giving that report from pit lane that she was feeling the sprinkles a little bit. There I see it again. I really think Tyler's going, why are we not racing? So Well, hey, let's check in with JW. He's down in there. And I mean, look at this. It's bright sun on certain parts of the track.
I know. The moment you said my name and I was about to talk, the sun literally came out. I was about to say, I have not felt raindrops in a couple of minutes. I was almost surprised when the rain came out because it feels like the rain had stopped. But then no quickly did I say that darker clouds came in, and then more quickly than I said that, the sun started to peek out. So this is quite the challenge here. We had rain this morning, and no one really decided to go out. It was an optional session. I believe Jeremy McWilliams is the only one who decided to go out when the track was wet. Who knew that was potentially going to be a condition they were going to have to learn? And there's only 2 laps to go. We're down to just saying this. What else can happen this weekend here at Brainerd? So we've had this race held by several hours due to a red flag condition earlier. We get it underway, shorter laps. We have another red flag. I am now looking at dark clouds while at the same time feeling my back getting scorched with the sun on the other side of this facility. So what else can happen? How about everything all at the same exact time?
Well, hey, it's Minnesota there.
Yep, and also I think maybe they called the race. I see all the riders pulling into the pits. The top 3 headed toward the podium. So I think maybe with only 2 laps to go, they called this race, and Bobby Fong is the winner.
And just getting, I think you're right. We just got confirmation from race control. Race has been declared complete, and I think this shot explains why. Out of our window, it actually looks kind of nice. That brown building there is where we're announcing from, and it's what's behind it that's moving this way that I think has everybody concerned. But now it makes a lot more sense why Tyler O'Hara may have been a bit upset, because he was in third, not where he wanted to be. He wanted better points than that. Maybe thought he had something and kept saying it's not that bad yet. But race control doing what they feel best and operating in the best interest of safety of these riders, obviously.
Yeah, if there's a couple raindrops and they're out there on, slick tires or DOTs or whatever it is, when it's really raining, it's going to be unsafe. And, right now, safety's number 1 for Moto America, and they're going to err on the side of caution. And, that's just the way it is, and it's the way it should be.
Always. Absolutely always. So, interesting developments here, and I think JW really put it well. This has been a weekend that has thrown everything at the Moto America community here at BIR.
It really has. It's been a long weekend.
And there you see, I think that is Tyler O'Hara right there. But Bobby Fong, what a weekend for him. Obviously some changes to the bike, and he just dug deep and has been riding brilliantly.
And I'm sure Kyle Wyman is really glad that Fong won, because that keeps him within a race points of the 2 guys in front of him now.
Yeah, I think that's a huge deal for him. Really happy about it as he comes down and says hi and hello to some people, and as you said, walked over and gave Bobby Fong a great big hug there, going, thanks, brother, helping me out here. Let's get down to JW.
Well, it's pretty amazing, this turnaround for Bobby Fong. It was such a struggle at midseason that he wasn't sure if he was going to continue on and keep racing, but the team kept their head down. They've made, obviously, huge gains with the motorcycle, and now he's not only back, got the win in the Mission Challenge yesterday, but then the win in the race today. So from just a few races ago, really struggling, trying to find answers, to now getting the number 1 spot 2 days in a row in 2 different races in this division. Like we keep saying, this class changes so quickly week to week with the development of these motorcycles. You never know exactly what you're going to have until the lights go green again. So we'll have a podium here. We'll send it back over to Jason and Greg.
Well, what we do know is with only 2 laps to go, this race is done and dusted. It's in the books. Medallia, right here at Mission King of the Baggers. So Bobby Fong credited with the win over Travis Wyman, Tyler O'Hara, Michael Barnes just behind Corey West, Danny Eslick, McWilliams, and Frankie Garcia. Let's get right down to Hannah with our winner.
It would seem Bobby Fong's got a bit of a thing for winning sprint races. He's already won the Mission Challenge twice this season, once being yesterday and now this race. Bobby, how'd you do it?
I mean, it was a good race. Unfortunately, they cut it early. It would have felt better if we would have raced the full distance, then the real winner would have came out. But we were feeling strong on the Rolling Sands, SDI, Sacramento Mile Indian. But you know, I got to give it up to these guys and all the fans, and the Rolling Sands crew has been working their butt off, and SNS and Indian, everybody behind this program is. It's been a big support this year, and my boss Gabrielle from Alpine Stars for letting me do this, and looking forward to New Jersey, and you know, we're going to keep this momentum and hopefully to continue the season strong.
Haven't had a lot of time on this bike. What would you say really contributed to your pace out there?
Man, just the crew. Everybody's program. Harley Davidson just elevating their program, a SNS team, and everybody's just so good out there. These guys are riding so hard, and we're pushing the limits, and it's crazy what we're doing out there with these things. 35s out there is unreal. So I know a lot of these fans out here to see us go around the track, and thanks for coming out.
Thanks, Bobby. Congratulations.
35s is unreal.
It's crazy. When you consider a stock 1,000 bike, a lot of the guys are doing 33s. The fast guys are doing 33s, and they're doing 35s on these things. It's pretty impressive, but it shows great, too, when you have a guy that's as experienced as Bobby doing what he does. He can adapt to anything. Let's get back down to Hannah.
Second place today goes to HD Screaming Eagles Travis Wyman, now with the championship points lead. With a couple of more laps there. The fans are happy to hear that. With a couple of more laps, it's hard to say what would have happened. What are your thoughts?
First of all, I'm going to say it's a damn shame my brother Kyle's not out here. It's unfortunate to see his championship hunt go out the window like that, so I owe it all to him to even be standing up here, so to come away with a points lead is pretty incredible. The race for me, I felt strong. I felt like I was kind of lining up Tyler for a move somewhere in the infield, and then I'm wide open at the apex of 2, and here comes Bobby around the outside of me, so congrats to both of those guys. Hats off to my Factory Harley-Davidson Screaming Eagle team, all the guys in gray shirts, Alpine Stars, Bill Mola helmets, everybody back home at Harv's Harley that's watching, my mom and dad, my girlfriend Bree, the whole team. It's pretty surreal to be leaving here with the points lead, so with 1 to go. We'll see how it shapes up. Thanks.
Congratulations, Travis Wyman. Guys.
Points lead and 1 to go. And what he's talking about, just 1 race remains at New Jersey Motorsports Park for Mission King of the Baggers. But that's what racing's all about, JP.
Yeah, no doubt. It's going to be interesting watching these bikes wrestle themselves around that little tight New Jersey track as well. And championships coming down to 1 race, Hannah.
Third place today, rounding out our podium, is Tyler O'Hara. Tyler, I'm sure you were hoping to get those couple last laps in there. Take us through the couple that you did get.
Yeah, you know, it was started out as a good race, and it was very difficult. It was very challenging conditions out there from turn 1 to turn 3. It was raining on the backside of the track over there, but just trying to manage the race and keep her on 2 wheels. And once I got in third, it was, you know, counting down the laps and just managing the situation, and was kind of looking to where I was stronger, and actually found a little bit more pace once I got in line there. But it's a shame it got cut short and got postponed earlier today because I had some speed earlier today and felt like I could get the job done. But we got Indian on top today here at Minnesota, so it feels good. And I got to thank the whole Indian motorcycle team, Gary Gray, John Fox, everyone that's here from the factory. I really support, or I really appreciate every single one of you. I thank our partners, Mission Foods, Medallia, Parts Unlimited, Drag Specialties, my team, SNS Cycles, everybody that supports us, everyone on the team. It's a tough day for sure, but I got to thank my family, my wife, I love you, and my kids, Chase Your Dreams, and everyone else, Clockworks, Worldwide Bearing, Olin's, AirTech, Pro Plates, Saddleman, just everyone that supports us. It's I still got an opportunity. I'm looking forward to the next race, and we're going to come swinging.
Congrats, Tyler. Thanks, guys.
That's what you love to hear. I mean, he's a competitor.
It's a shootout. I mean, It doesn't matter if it's 1 point or not. He lost the points lead, but it's still a shootout. So it's just going to be whoever beats the other person. Bit of a weird weekend for King of the Baggers, obviously, with some of the stuff that transpired today with the red flag and stuff. As you get a chance to look at that point standings, it's 3 points actually, Greg. So you're looking at 106 to 103 now with Wyman, Kyle 20 points back.
Yeah, and so it's 25 points for a win, and it's 20 points for second place. So when you look at Travis and Tyler O'Hara, it could be winner take all for the championship at our final round of the season for Mission King of the Baggers. It is going to be so much fun to watch. Well, that'll do it for Mission King of the Baggers from Brainerd International Raceway. Make sure you join us September 10th through the 11th for the next one.